I'm Bobby.
I'm Nathan.
We're going to tell you the truth.
Because this could be a podcast. That's what you went with? I mean, I remember the 3 days I spent in Kansas I enjoyed, but that as an adult. I don't know if I ever went to Kansas as a child.
I love that country song. I don't know if I ever went to Kansas.
I don't think I went to Kansas as a child. No, I've got family from Kansas.
I don't think I ever went to Kansas is the song about the dad who left for cigarettes. And he's like lamenting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, he's like, I don't think I ever went to Kansas.
I don't think I ever went. I never went back to Kansas if it's about him leaving.
No, well, because he could have told his wife. He called her from a payphone. He's like, I'm going to Kansas.
I got to go to Kansas. And then he never went.
He never went to Kansas.
Actually went to Oklahoma. And
totally different.
You know, Panhandle Powerhouse. It really spoke to him. So
that's an awesome band name.
Yeah.
There's got to be a band name.
There was the Panhandle Powerhouse. I was, as a child, we went and visited some relatives in western Nebraska.
Okay.
And
God, we're really hitting all the
No, hey, listen, you're telling me.
All the sweet spots here.
Well, it was the cattle roundup. That's why we went out there.
One thing at a time, okay.
Okay, so it was the cattle roundup. These people had like thousands and thousands of acres with cattle on them. And every year in the springtime, they go and they round up all the cows, bring them in and castrate them and vaccinate them and everything. So it was in Brandon as well. I helped as the cows came in, they'd be in a pen. There'd be two guys on horses. One would rope the head, one would rope the back legs. And then me and it was my brother, we'd go and we'd knock them over and hold them down, and they would come over, they'd cut the testicles off, shoot them with vaccines, and brand them. Like one boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom. Like a shitty pit crew.
It was yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we were there, it's like, we didn't have bring.
How did you get involved with this?
This is my mom's side of the family.
So this is so familial.
These are like cousins, far off cousins. They're like, yeah, come on out. We're doing the round.
While you're doing this,
also then it becomes like a party later.
Yeah.
Where
what do they do with the testicles?
They eat them.
Interesting.
They eat them. Rocky Mountain oysters. I did not partake. I've never eaten.
Did you see the process of once they cut the testicles off, how they're handled?
No, they're literally thrown into a bucket.
They're just thrown into a bucket.
Thrown into a bucket, and then I saw it
like a farm bucket, right?
More like a pail. It was not like a pail. Was
it clean? That's all. That's what.
I'm sure they were washed before they. I'd imagine that. But then
there is a membrane. You do have to take off the membrane.
They went through and they deep fat fry them. So whatever bad juju.
I don't think I've ever had them, but I would eat them. I would try. I would try them.
It's a bridge too far for me. I don't know what it is about it that I'm like, no, I don't. I have no interest in that. I will eat raw horse.
You'll eat raw horse, but testicles of any animal?
Cow testicles, any animal, yeah, I'm probably no. I think that's also I have no interest in eating kidneys. I've had hearts. I've had tongue.
Tongue's great.
Tongue's very good.
We saw in a restaurant when we go to Europe. I don't know if I told you we're going to Europe.
You're going to Europe?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'll tell you more about it later. But pig snout was one of the items on a fancy Michelin star restaurant, and I'm like, I wish you didn't tell me it was pig snout. If you told me here, if you could zhuzh it up and make it look not like a pig snout, I bet it's delicious.
It just makes me think of there's a Hot Shots Part 2. I think he eats a sandwich with a pig snout in it. Mustard comes out of the nostrils. That's all I can think about.
That's good.
That's
the same restaurant, by the way.
I've had my fair share, brains, head cheese, chicken hearts and gizzards.
That's why I feel like testicles. They wouldn't be that bad.
It's not a bridge too far. When you apply logic to it.
Yeah.
But it's just
which is the point of the podcast, by the way.
It's just applying.
We try to apply logic to these things.
Yeah, because I remember my dad. There was the one gas station you could get chicken gizzards, lizards, livers, and hearts as a fried medley.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, like I enjoy the hearts and the gizzards more than the liver, just because I thought the liver was just too livery.
It's gamey.
It's liver.
Metallic.
I like it, but I love.
It's good for you, though.
I like, I do enjoy Braunschweiger a lot. I enjoy that, but just not.
That's cream cheese.
Yeah, but kidneys, I don't know.
I've never had a kidney.
I've never had kidneys, but in liver, like outside of a pate, like I've had liver as liver once.
So if it's all about the presentation, so it's because their testicles is why you don't want to have them. Like if I gave you a good dish and called it l'accoutrement or something, whatever the fuck, and you just tried it.
If I ate it, I would not gun to my head, but like if like pushed upon me, I would eat it. But I don't know if I'd like it, just because I think it's fair. I think I'm capable of eating it. How about that?
I'm gonna assume it's similar to liver as far as like its metallic taste, or there's a gaminess to it that
I bet so. I bet there's some little bit of grass fed gaminess to it. But,
the Panhandle Powerhouse.
Yeah, so that was a radio station. That was a radio station that was like playing rock music. And it's like, yeah, just something about the Panhandle Powerhouse. Besides the alliteration, there was something to it that like really spoke to me.
Spoke to you
as a 12-year-old boy. I'm like, yeah, the Panhandle Powerhouse.
Well, there's the people who own PanhandlePowerhouse.com.
Oh,
they are a sports club. Okay, and I'll throw it to you here. Can you guess the sport of the Panhandle Powerhouse?
I'm gonna say, well, I gotta think here, because there's multiple panhandles.
There's multiple panhandles. I'll tell you, this is
Panhandle,
based out of
Florida,
Nebraska.
So I'm gonna go and say football then, just because
it's not football.
It's not basketball.
It's not basketball.
Oh, lacrosse.
It's not lacrosse. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. But PanhandlePowerhouse.com. Volleyball. You got it.
Volleyball. Okay.
You got it. The Panhandle. Like, I don't know why. It doesn't really make sense, but
no, it doesn't. I mean, that's football country.
It's football country.
That's football country.
They beat them out. Panhandle Volleyball Powerhouse. But they got PanhandlePowerhouse.com.
PanhandlePowerhouse.com. Panhandle is just such it's just such a weird part of the country. Like those kind of outer regions.
All the panhandles are a weird part of the country.
All the panhandles are weird.
Any state that's shaped like a panhandle,
that's got a panhandle.
There's some fucking weird little thing going on.
Yeah, it's weird. It's.
I mean, it's lovely. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's some charm to it. Like the what's the Pensacola, Florida, in the Florida Panhandle.
Yeah.
Hey, that might be my trailer park. Playing music at a nudist club, writing the K and the D songs that we need.
I haven't really spent.
But there's a sadness to it.
Seriously.
But also, we had a lovely time.
Did you?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, like I said, I think we were talking a couple times before about me going down to Louisiana, like over winter break. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, my dad's like, hey, let's go to Florida. Because like Louisiana, from New Orleans to Nolens to Pensacola.
Yeah.
It was like 3 hours, something like that, which is nothing to my father.
Well, it's not in the grand scheme of things.
In the grand scheme of things, he's
You're
like,
right there.
Let's just go. We stopped in Mobile, Alabama, which was lovely. Mm-hmm. Went to the USS Alabama Museum, which everybody should go. If you ever have a chance to go to Alabama, in Mobile, Alabama, go to the USS Alabama. It's really interesting just walking around a battleship. Home of the Van Heater heater.
Okay.
No.
Oh no. I don't care.
But. No. A picture of
Bob Feller.
Bob Feller. And then also they shot
the heater from Van.
The heater from Van Meter.
That's what you're talking about.
And then also they shot portions of Under Siege.
Okay.
There as well. Just FYI.
Things you pick up along the way. Yeah. You meet people.
You learn things. But so we only went to we got to Pensacola, like 9:00 at night, something like that.
It's the best time to be in Pensacola. It's 9:00 at night.
Stayed the night at a hotel there, and it's like, okay, what do we do in Pensacola?
You go to like a Jiffy Lube? I don't know.
Let's go to the mall.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a mall here.
Right.
Let's go to a mall.
Yep.
And we showed up, and it's like they open at 10:00, right? Okay, get there. But it was like a Sunday, so it was like nothing was open until 11, except for like some random like leather vendor. I'm like, what is this? Is this really it? Is this vacation?
You can take advantage of all the other places not opening up. The leather vendor is going to take advantage.
It's like, I don't understand. So I have not spent a lot of time in Pensacola.
We played when we were on the road. We played Pensacola, and we were doing our couch surfing thing. We stayed with a lovely a retired couple who had like a mother-in-law suite and stuff like that. And then we were having just say issues with our place we were staying at in New Orleans, and we're like kind of Nolens. Excuse me, pardon me. I apologize.
Yeah.
And so we were like, well, do we just like hang out? Like we asked them, like, hey, is it cool if we just like hang out a couple extra days, like before we go to Nolens and everything? Just because it didn't seem like we had the same setup in Nolens.
Yeah,
I think I'd said it on the podcast before, but like when we got there, we were sharing a room with 3 French people.
Oh, that's
and we had to bring everything that we physically owned into the actual place because
it'll get stolen.
It'll get stolen in the area that we were in, and we're like we slept in the room with the 3 French people one night. Awesome orgy, like really good orgy.
Just
the Europeans,
solid.
They know how to do it.
They know what's up.
I didn't know who was in, who was out. It was good, but we're like, that's enough, and then let's go to Opelousas, Louisiana. That's where we ended up going. But we ended up staying some extra time in Pensacola, and just enough to be like to have like access to the ocean or the Gulf, but also the property value to not reflect that whatsoever.
Oh, that's great.
There's a beautiful sadness in that. I like that. Like beachfront property in Pensacola is like a donkey doing calculus. It just doesn't really make sense. But
does that still hold true today?
I'm sure. I mean, hey, I'm sure it's expensive, and I'm sure there's nice places in Pensacola. I enjoyed my stay there, but again, it's not like
how many strip malls.
It's not going to Miami, you or even inverse, even like Marco Island down on the Gulf.
Yeah,
it's a completely different situation. And again, wow, what was the place that was? I gotta look it up.
Was it a pizza place?
No, but there was a similar sadness to the town or the city that was close to Marco Island. Let me see if I can find it here.
Gosh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because we went and golfed there, and I was like, oh shit, I want to explore this awesomeness. Because again, I love the sadness. There's something about Florida.
Why do you attract the sadness?
Why?
Why are you attracted to the sadness? That's the appropriate.
Because there's a story. Naples is close. I believe there's a story in the sadness. I think there's a journey within the sadness.
There's a journey.
You can see it, or you can. I guess you can experience it, and everyone's got a reason as to why they're in Tampa or Naples or something like that. Very few people grow up and stay there, if they want to do anything to get out, or if they have stayed, maybe there's a reason why they stayed,
What about like rural Iowa? Like
also sadness.
There's sadness there, but
less attractive just because of the ocean.
Lack of ocean.
Yeah, I think going back to body of water has a lot to do with the acceptable sadness in my life. Like if you're close to a body of water and you're sad, it's better than being landlocked and sad. Okay. I just personally speaking, I can't speak for everybody else, but when there's the ocean and there's also an entire community or tourism base that's based off of people coming, having a good time, but then there's like pockets of sadness,
and you got to stay there.
You stay there.
Yeah, like I said 1,000 times before, like tourist traps there's just something about them that I love.
I love it.
That just the inauthenticity. Inauthenticity? I don't know.
No, the inauthentic lifestyle.
Yeah. And that everybody that's working at all of these, water parks and theme parks and shitty little kiosks selling, branded local T-shirts.
Yeah.
Fucking hate it.
Yeah.
There's just something about it, and you could feel that.
Yeah. And I think there's the movie The Way Back that kind of tackles that. I think Little Miss Sunshine tackles that in a way where it's just, the mundane existence of everyday life, but also striving for something. And then also like something like Way Back, it's like, well, when the town goes dead, when the tourist season's over, how do the people still have to live there? They still are there, and their dynamics still exist. So I think that's always like, for me, when I'm looking at it as story-wise, like there's always a story there, and it's kind of like the stories in between the actual action.
Yeah.
You know, like why I love Nebraska so much is that the delusion of
Not
him
the,
winning,
the state,
not the state, the movie.
the movie, but the
Yeah.
state.
The state
but
is-
you love Nebraska as a state.
No, I don't love Nebraska as a state. I'm
You
fine.
got a problem with Nebraska?
I
They're
haven't
the
given my
Panhandle
time.
powerhouse.
I
Come
know.
on.
I haven't given myself to Nebraska. I would like to fully experience Omaha. How about that?
Omaha it's like, oh.
I would go for like the College World Series and try to give myself to Omaha.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's aspects of Omaha that is like it's a major center of population in a pretty I think you got to go to Des Moines to like get to that, or Kansas City.
Yeah.
So 4 hours away, there's like a major metropolitan
Right.
area, quote unquote.
Yeah. Omaha always feels like a giant town. Like
It's-
it's a good size. I don't know
It's
the
like
population. Cole's not here, by the way.
Yeah.
This is normally.
this is where Cole would jump in and say, actually, the population right now, the population of Omaha, I'm gonna guess it right now, is 400,000. The metro area is 1.5. That's official guess.
Okay. I'll just look it up. It's fine. Notice how I do it very quickly too. What'd you say? What was the answer?
400,000 for Omaha and 1.5 for the metro area.
You're really close. So you're under on both. So
I'll take that.
yep. You're 483,000 for the Omaha proper.
Okay.
And then the Omaha Council Bluffs metropolitan area. 967,600.
Okay, so I'm well under on the metro area.
Oh, I think it's within reason.
Yeah. So I grew up less than 2 hours from Omaha. And
Omaha.
Omaha. And we went there like occasionally, like.
Well, they have the zoo and College World Series.
Hey, listen, it's a damn fine zoo. First and foremost,
No one's denying the fineness of the zoo.
It's a fine.
I don't base my vacations though on zoos.
on zoo.
I don't mind a zoo.
You don't mind a zoo?
You give me a zoo. If I have a choice between a zoo or a museum, I'm choosing a zoo all the time. All the time.
That says a lot about you.
Why? Because I enjoy animals. You can still learn at a zoo.
I think it's harder to learn at a zoo. It's more like that's beside.
Well, you have to have an inquisitive mind.
Yeah. The Henry Dorley Zoo. It's a good zoo. And then we would go there like once a year for like as altar boys.
Whoa.
Yeah, hard turn.
Hard turn. The Pope just died. Careful.
As altar boys, we would like every year we would go and we'd get a trip to a baseball game.
Okay.
So we would go to a
I can make jokes, but the Pope just died, so I'm gonna be nice.
Omaha Royals game, or we would
like the minor league team.
That was the minor league team in
Minor league team,
Omaha,
okay. All right.
and then or we would go to the Iowa Cubs.
Iowa Cubs, okay.
But yeah,
The AAA team.
AAA team.
Yeah.
It's a AAA team.
I keep thinking of Omaha in just like a shitty comedy store, like Omaha Ha-Ha's or something like that. just to piss you off.
Hold on. What is there's got to be a comedy club in
there's a comedy
Omaha.
club. Yeah, sure.
Is it Gestures? Is it
comedy club?
if it's not Omaha Ha Ha?
What are we doing here?
Then what's the point?
What
guys?
are we doing here? There's the Funny Bone in Omaha.
There's
correct.
a Funny Bone
Yeah.
in Omaha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they have the Backline Comedy Theater and the Funny Bone Comedy Club.
The Funny Bone Comedy Club.
Funny Bone it's a chain.
There's one in Des Moines.
Yeah.
And
it's
that's
a regional
that's
chain,
the
I
only
believe.
one I knew.
Yeah. How many Funny Bones are there?
There's only one. It's the humorous. Actually, you got two humorous.
Boom Comedy
in your
Clubs are
body.
there. That was good though. That was a good joke.
Yeah.
And it was
Funny Bone Comedy Club. Funny Bone.
so.
That was their jingle, and it wasn't very good.
Did you write it?
No, I didn't. As a child, I was just like, this is the worst jingle.
There's 15 comedy clubs across the U.S. So
But how many are actually like Funny Bone?
they're all Funny Bones. These are all Funny Bones.
There's only 15 comedy clubs in America.
Funny. Yeah, there's only a lot of people don't know that. That's crazy though. A lot of them exist in New York. Anyway, Funny Bone locations: Albany, New York; Cincinnati, Ohio; Cleveland, Ohio; Columbus, Ohio; Dayton, Ohio. 4 Funny Bones in Ohio.
In Ohio? Well, that's what when you're in Ohio, you want to laugh.
You want to laugh. Other than need a gun. We don't have any downloads from Ohio, so I can say that. Des Moines, Iowa; Hartford, Connecticut; Kansas City; Omaha, Nebraska, Orlando, Florida, Richmond, Virginia, Syracuse, New York, and then Tampa Bay, Florida, and Toledo, Ohio.
Another
Hold on,
Ohio.
there's one more, but I gotta accept all. Toledo, Ohio, and then Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Oh, so. Virginia Beach, Virginia.
But why they didn't include Toledo with the rest of the Ohio's is interesting.
Yeah, it was an afterthought. Toledo's an afterthought. Everybody knows it.
It's alphabetical order. That's what it is. That's what it is. But anyway, but
yeah, Omaha. Like, I don't know. I'm really like. So we did a 3-day family vacation in Omaha, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, something like that. So, I probably could go back and visit Omaha again. Almost got into a fist fight. No, I didn't. I take that back. No, what was the deal? There was a candy store, and everybody's like, hey, we should go to that candy store. And then I looked up the reviews, and everybody's like, they're all horrible dicks. I almost got into a fist fight 5 times with the owners because their owners are such pieces of shit. I'm like, no, I'm not going to. We're not going to this candy store, guys.
Were the children looking forward to the candy?
Well, listen, they're children.
They're always looking forward to candy.
Their children is always looking forward to candy.
Yeah.
Of course. But, that was, one of those instances where it's like, oh, the reviews really matter here. There's, when I see, it's not just one review saying the owner wanted to fist fight in a candy store. I'm going to, when there's 2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
Right.
I'm going to take the people's word.
Yeah.
That there is an issue with this candy store where they're ripping people off to the point where they almost get into fist fights.
Yeah. We had a similar situation locally where there was a bar that we used to play at, and the owner liked us. It was a nice guy, but drinking problem. He just had a drinking problem.
Can you give me a hint here? We don't need to name and shame.
Oh, we don't. Yeah, we don't need to name and shame. It was over in Galena. Is the little tourist trap town, mining company or mining town. That is, a lot of people like to walk around.
Galena's lovely.
It's a 2.5 hour drive from Chicago. A lot of people from Chicago like to come in.
Yeah.
And then meander around downtown. There's antique shops. It's not kitschy, but it's close. It's close.
It's
kitschy adjacent.
It's Chicago's getaway.
Yeah.
Chicago's weekend getaway.
Yes.
I mean, you're not going to Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Correct.
For a weekend getaway. You're going to Galena, Illinois.
Yeah, to walk around and,
just go to the shops.
Just go to the shops.
Enjoy the quaintness.
Yeah.
That's
quaint
what
is kitschy adjacent.
It's quaint.
Yeah.
It's quaint.
But with a few extra shops, it can become kitschy real quick.
Oh, yeah. Listen, you can just buy yourself a decorative sword.
Yeah. You're right there.
So a leather jacket.
An embroidered leather jacket.
Right.
It's got to make it classy. So anyway, we would play this place. And again, I'd known this guy for a while. But he just has a drinking problem.
He's got a real problem.
Yeah. It's one of those guys that can't just have a couple. And he gets blackout drunk, looking through you kind of thing. Getting paid at the end of the night always sucked because he didn't know what the fuck was going on, or if he was in a good mood. Rarely would he would get mad at us, but
he could just be mad.
He could just be mad, and then it's by the way, can we get the money real quick here? And I don't want to hang out and drink with you, by the way, because
I don't want to be here until 3 a.m.
Yeah, the cops actually because it's a small town. The cops actually knew anyone that's there longer than bar closed, just keep an eye out because they would literally we'd be packing up our car and everything. You could see the cops just kind of waiting to pounce on people and everything. So it was it was enjoyable, but also it was just stressful. Whatever.
Yeah.
But
did you ever ask to be paid up front?
No, I don't think we've ever been paid up. Well,
can you is that allowed as a musician?
I think when we play casinos, they'll pay you up front. They'll pay you before.
Because hey,
here's the check.
Accountants got to get out.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been paid before because it's here's the check, and the joke is, well, we don't have to pay the show,
Yeah.
But anyway, someone left a Yelp review, and I was there the night that this happened, and but it was he wielded a knife on a customer. He
that's gonna get you a negative Yelp review.
The butcher style knives that used to cut lemons and limes and everything like that. Yeah, he fucking held the knife up to the person. And he's like, "You get the fuck out of here!" And he wasn't poking, he wasn't pushing the knife at him, but he was emphatically talking with it in his hand.
It was a brandish.
Yeah,
yeah.
And so definitely warranting a
negative Yelp review.
A negative Yelp review. The person was completely within the realm of being I felt threatened because it's a fucking knife.
Yeah.
And it's oh yeah, that's gonna stop people from coming to this bar because you just one of those Yelp reviews.
All it takes is one knife wielding Yelp review to really put a damper on things.
Yeah. And it's, again, like, how do you come back from that? Well, you can't get blackout drunk. You can't do this stuff, but yet it kept happening. So there was other less egregious reviews about him, about the spot. But again, the knife wins out and everything. Yeah. And that's what people see. And there was, we briefly, this was before COVID, like months before COVID. Because again, like I see business opportunity. I'm like, as long as we can get this business.
As long as you're not knife wielding.
Yeah.
And threatening customers. Money
here. Yeah. You know, so we actually went and talked with him. We're like, okay, so we're interested in buying the business. We're interested in buying the business and everything. Mind you, he didn't own the building.
So he had a lease.
Okay. And then he owned the equipment inside. And then he owned the theoretical, like the
name of the business.
The name of the business. Yeah. Can you guess how much he wanted?
I mean, overall equipment, lock, stock, and barrel, as you'd say, probably maybe $40,000. Because this is pre-COVID, mind you.
Pre-COVID, yep.
Maybe $40,000 worth of coolers, and keg equipment, and all of that stuff. Probably, I'd say maybe if you're lucky, like $40,000.
No draft beer, by the way. No draft beer. Now to think about it. Nope.
So we're talking coolers, and there was a hot dog machine, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
40
$40,000. I feel like that's like being generous. And then the name means fucking shit.
Actually, with the Yelp reviews, the name is a detriment.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Motherfucker wanted $90,000.
Fucking insane.
Yeah. And so I'm like, well, okay, the equipment's one thing. By his own estimate, by the way, it was $15,000 worth of equipment. So, okay.
My post-COVID inflation brain's working too hard.
And then I'm like, well, what's stopping me from going to the people that own the building and saying, hey, this problem tenant that can't pay fucking rent.
You said this to him?
No. Okay. I didn't. I thought about it. I was like, again, this is probably November, December of 2019. Yeah, no, leading into it. And I'm like, we started, I'm like, okay, what would it look like to own a bar in Galena? We'd probably have to buy a place in Galena, to live,
Yeah.
Because, again,
you don't want to be driving that.
You don't want to be driving that, but you got to be there. You got to be there,
Yeah.
So we were seriously considering it, but not at that price, obviously. But I'm like, what's stopping me from going to the owners of this place and being like, all right, problem child over here, get rid of him. I'll take it over. We'll do this, and we'll buy the equipment from him. I'll give him $20,000 for the equipment,
Okay.
get the fuck out, kind of thing. And then COVID happened quickly, put the kibosh on that. So
yeah. Funny thing,
but someone bought it. Someone did buy it. They turned it into a Mexican restaurant that's thriving,
and they're doing well.
Can you believe it? If you just don't wield a knife at people,
see, that's the thing. I think they like a lot of business classes. That's like day one.
Well, they stopped doing it. That's the problem. They stopped talking about how you can't wield a knife. They're like, do whatever you want. If someone offends you,
just pull a knife out.
It's
fine. I remember like one time being there, and a guy like walked off with a tumbler. Mm-hmm. Like it was a drunk tourist, came in, ordered a Jack and Coke or whatever, sat there for 10 minutes, something like that. Didn't finish his drink, and instead just walked off with the tumbler. And he fucking chased him down. I'm like,
the street. Yeah.
What do you like? Why? Like,
there was always something. He always caused a scene. And again, though, very nice. Like when we got into our car accident, he put on a fundraiser that raised money for us and everything like that. And I was like, it's very nice. And no one asked him to do that. Like he's a very nice guy. And he's since, by the way, for the audience listening, he's since got his life together. He stopped drinking and kind of turned it all around. Last time I saw him, he was doing great. So hope that's the case and everything.
My wife's cousin used to live above that place. It was a lovely apartment, by the way.
Was it?
Well, it's like big windows, especially during the Halloween parade. That's
my God, can you believe it?
It's just really, really nice.
Also, Galena does have a very large Halloween parade.
Stupid busy. It's stupid. I've been there.
They bring in state patrol, like state troopers to come
there
in.
exactly once.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, fuck, I'll tell this story. Why not?
Sure.
So
if it's boring, I'll cut it.
No, my one son, he's a little different, just a little different. In his Halloween costume, I mean, he was probably 14, 15, something like that.
Uh-huh.
His Halloween costume was a 3-piece suit.
Okay.
in a World War I gas mask.
Okay.
Like that's what his.
Did he have a name for it?
No, he didn't.
He
but
just like throwing two things together.
He also has a problem with knives. Like he enjoys like
there's a theme.
there's a theme. And so he happened to have a pocket knife on him. And he was just staring off into the distance, pulling out a pocket knife, opening it up
by himself.
Well, no, just on Main Street.
Yeah,
like,
but by himself. Though.
By himself. Opening a pocket knife, closing it, putting it back in his pocket, pulling it out.
Whilst wearing the gas mask.
While wearing the gas mask.
And the suit.
And some mom fucking saw this, thought he was making menacing gestures at their children, and went up, grabbed him, walked him over to the fucking cop and say, this guy's threatening my fucking kids.
Okay.
And it was like, hey, hold on. He's like, oh, no, my parents are over there. Freaked out. He's like,
was he still wearing the gas mask when he was freaking out?
No, okay, he took his mask off. Yeah, he's like, yeah. So like, literally, another woman like grabbed my child, my minor child, for what it's worth, and like grabbed him. And was like, he's like, no, I was just sitting there like a fidget, like fucking around with the knife. The cop's like, well, I took the knife. I'm gonna turn this over to the authorities. Whether or not like in the state of Iowa somebody wants to. Come after you guys, there might be a chance of this. Never fucking heard anything back from any of this ever again. But it was just like, that's so fucking...
Did the cops come and find you?
Yeah, the cops came. We had a lovely little conversation. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. Oh my God.
Yeah. It's bullshit on both sides.
No, it's like, what the fuck, my kids do it. And then it's like...
It's an overreaction. And
then it was like, I looked up, I'm like...
What year is this?
It was 2 or 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Post-COVID?
Post-COVID. Yeah, I'm like... Looked up, I'm like, hold on, just let me double check the statutes on pocket knives held by minors. And it's like, okay, well, that's not, it's illegal. It's legal.
It's not illegal.
It's legal for him to have this knife, whether or not.
Was she a white woman?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Well, it's also legal for a white woman to feel offended at anything.
To feel scared for their children because
at any point in time.
It's like, yeah, he was just like menacing. I'm like,
Weezer bass player.
Weezer. I'm like, well, I'm curious what's going on with that game.
We'll follow up. Anyway.
Like, yeah. So nothing. He's like, I'm gonna pass this on. They're gonna make
so you
sure
never got the pocket knife back.
Never got the pocket knife back, which I feel like in the long run. It's probably
a good thing.
Probably the good.
Bought the kid a fidget spinner and called it a day.
Yeah, no, this kid has a weird fascination with knives. He's a blade man. He really
He's a blade man.
He really like this has been like an ongoing thing with him. And so it's just like I don't it's just something about it. I'm like, okay. I mean, I get it.
It's like Matt Lauer's button that he had on his desk.
Yeah.
You can have the button.
Yeah.
You can shut the door and you can not having to get up. You just can't assault anybody.
You can't assault anybody. Yeah. Which
and you can have a fascination with blades. You just there's a line.
There's a line. And it's
I'm not saying you cross the line.
Gas mask. Wearing a menacing gas mask.
It didn't help.
It didn't help.
Now, if you had a funny name that you were doing, like you tried to make it into a
I think
gas tuxedo or something like that.
He was trying to develop it into some kind of spooky,
character,
spooky character, not slender. Slender man. Yeah, there is something about a guy in a 3-piece suit with a gas mask wielding a knife.
Clearly, is effective.
It's effective, especially to 10-year-old girls. But
you gotta write this down
from the Chicago suburbs, because.
Maybe it's better in fiction than in actual reality, but who knows?
Otherwise, it really put a damper on the Halloween parade.
It really put, absolutely.
I'm like,
one would imagine.
I'm like, why the fuck? There's so many goddamn people here. There's 1,000 fucking people. No, I mean, there's 10,000 people.
There's 10,000 people.
There's 10,000 people. Why the fuck?
It's a town of 3,000 people.
Yeah, that's I'm curious, day to day in Galena. You get Galena during fall, when
foliage,
the leaves are turning.
Oh my God.
Is there 10? I'm like, is there 7,000 people walking around that downtown at one point?
Maybe.
Probably. Maybe closer to 5, but
maybe closer.
Yeah, and Galena, anyway. Galena population residents is probably
there's thousands of those places out there.
And it's that tourist trap, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
kitschy.
It's not a tourist trap. I would say Galena's not a tourist trap.
You literally just said Galena is a tourist trap.
I'm not saying Galena is a tourist trap. It's not Wisconsin Dells. It's not Branson, Missouri.
Well, that goes in the kitschy. It's not kitschy.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not a tourist trap.
But it is a tourist trap. I think there's an
tourist-
umbrella of tourist trap.
It's a tourist
But it's not
destination.
kitschy.
It's not a trap, though.
It is a trap. It literally funnels into the trap. There's only one way in and one way out of this fucking town.
Listen,
it's literally a trap.
There is that. But it's like
you have two choices. You can take a right and go down to the trap, or you can go straight, and still multiple options to get trapped. Oh, I do want to look at that little shop. So many little. Anyway, we don't.
a lot of little shops.
So there's a hard turn, but also I want to because I want to know what you think about this. So
You're wrong.
okay, cool. Cool. Well, I'm not claiming anything. So there's this thing going around that if you do a water fast, and again, I'm not saying I believe this.
Okay.
I'm not defending the study. I'm simply asking a question. Okay.
Okay.
There's a thing going around saying if you do a 7-day water fast where you only drink water,
okay,
that it will reduce your risk of getting cancer by 70%. Okay.
Yeah, that's
So the question is, how long do you think you could last on a water fast?
on a water fast.
Do you think you can get the full 7 days?
It'd be like 7 days is tough.
7 days is a lot.
7 days is tough, but I want to say yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have gone 3 days plus with minimal just water, and like very very small.
Well, I think you can have as much water as you want.
Yeah, no. So I'm just saying, like
in
wrestling,
this situation.
like wrestling,
Oh, okay.
like wrestling, being able to cut weight, and it's like I'm gonna go 2 days. And when you're like cutting weight for wrestling, you care about water weight,
yeah.
water weight as well.
Sure.
So like being dehydrated is also a part of it as well. 7 days, it's tough. I would say it's doable.
What again?
For
just to
me,
clarify, just because
yeah.
I want you to know, you're drinking only water in this situation.
Drinking only water.
You're not fasting from water.
No,
You're
no,
drinking
yeah, only water, and yeah, like, and then as far as like how push comes to shove, right? I'm on a desert island, or I'm on some kind of other survival scenario. I mean, right now with my body composition, like, I'm fine up until the point where like I start literally running out of nutrients inside. Like, I'm talking about like vitamins and minerals. Like, that's when like shit would start breaking down.
He's talking about vitamins, minerals, guys.
Like, I've got enough fat storage on me,
Yeah, well,
that I can crash die. I can crash.
According to the video and the study, I mean, that's basically what you're doing. You're trying to trick your body into think that it's dying.
Yeah.
So it's starting to get rid of the negative cells that exist, and then and start using your fat storage.
Except for like at
that
one
are like penetrated towards your liver. This according to the video. Again, I'm just don't kill the fucking messenger. Okay.
Listen, I pretend like I'm a doctor a lot of times, but also like there's a weird thing that happens with your metabolism when you do start going into starvation mode, that like your metabolism like grinds to a fucking halt as well. Like after like 3 or 4 days, it's like, oh fuck, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
We need to stop like burning as much energy just because.
And it does that on its own, which is great. Like I was talking with my wife a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, whatever. Who gives a shit? But when we got into our car accident, like I don't remember pain. Like I don't like. Within a split second of the car hitting us, I don't remember full on impact. I don't remember stopping. I don't like my body in a fraction of a millisecond was like, pain's too much. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Just shut it down. Also, and it's like, that's a huge defense mechanism for the human body. Like when it knows, like, this is a slow drip.
Shock is,
but like in that quick a time, I can understand, like, it happens, you feel pain, your body's like, oh shit, the alarm's going off. It's almost like it sensed that the pain was going to be there, and it was like, absolutely not. Won't let that happen. Which I find fascinating.
One question for you. I don't know if you've ever spoken to me about this, but as far as traumatic brain injury, like, did you suffer a concussion from your accident? No. Was there any like note of
CT
like,
scan came back all right?
That that's interesting. I mean, because it was like this was not like some minor fender bender happened where like shit got fucked up. No, you were hit like very hard. So the idea of like not having a concussion.
Yeah. 70-mile-an-hour speed limits, basically head-on collision.
Yeah, I mean, resulting like I'm kind of surprised you don't have.
Yeah.
Weren't diagnosed with a concussion, but no, shock is a fascinating thing with inside the human body. And like as I was watching, I'm rewatching Game of Thrones for some fucking reason. Don't ask me why. Just that's what it felt right.
It felt right. But it's like Severance. You just you're looking at the numbers. You're like, click.
Yeah. No, I guess I'll watch Highlander too.
Oh shit, that was Highlander too.
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn it.
Just the idea, like in me, like accepting, like I'm like I remember I don't know if it feels necessarily Game of Thrones or something else. It's something recently I was watching where it was like somebody getting burned or like traumatic injury was happening left and right, and I'm like, oh, I would welcome the sweet release of shock. And just a shock induced, becoming incapacitated. I think I'm willing to train myself to say, oh, no, this is horrible. This is really bad. You can go ahead and shut down, body. And I'm going to give myself up to that and accept what happens afterwards.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting thing to learn how to like try to control. Like, because again, like the fact that it's so effective and quick involuntarily, to be able to explore that and figure it out like voluntarily, it would be. I mean, that'd be a hell of a drug.
And it's also like the dualness of
duality.
Thank you. The duality of going into shock in your body shutting down versus an adrenaline. The pump adrenaline, man. Which I feel like, I mean, when you're talking about like your lack of not feeling stuff, a lot of that's, I'm guessing, adrenaline.
Oh yeah, that was when you woke up. Yeah, when I woke up, that was adrenaline.
Like, I'm ready to go. Let's fucking go.
Didn't even know I was hurt.
Yeah, I can would you say like you put your hand down or you, like your knee or something like that.
I tried to crawl out the window
and
your
arm was
my
completely
arm was
fucking broke.
My wrist was broke.
Because your adrenaline was pumping so fucking much that it was just. Yeah, we gotta. This is a real fight or flight.
Yeah,
there we go.
No, and it was that's the whole thing. That's where I think the human body and mind it's so much more powerful than we are giving it any kind of credit for. There was also another video going around where basically like there is no afterlife. When you die, your mind is so powerful that it creates an outcome that you didn't die, and you continue down that path. And while everyone else recognizes that you've died in your life, but you continue down another path. And I'm like, it's fascinating because only in context of my experience, worlds within worlds. Though I mean, that's basically the assimilation. The whole, all that stuff. I'm not saying it's nonsense because again, we don't know. But I find it incredibly fascinating how quick my body or anyone's body. Yeah. In that situation is like, nope, you can't handle this. Boom. Shut it down.
Yeah.
Not even to the point where I could feel the pain. The pain of the actual accident, never felt it.
That's great.
Never felt it.
Good for you.
It was only after the adrenaline had worn off that you start to feel the effects of like, oh, I don't have a kneecap anymore.
Yeah.
That kind of shit. But what's the limit of that? The limit, that was only one situation.
Yeah.
One could imagine that. And that's what goes back to the other video I was talking about. Like, like your brain, your body's always going to try to protect itself as much as humanly possible.
Yeah. So I mean, with this fasting situation, like after 3 days of no caloric intake, your body is going to start going into survival mode.
Ketosis.
Yeah, ketosis. Ketosis is
ketosis.
Ketosis. It's something.
That's according to the video. That's what it said.
It's like ketosis. Like is. Someone I've tried.
Don't worry about it.
I've tried to usher my child through a fucking keto diet, which was a fucking nightmare. Mm-hmm. But so ketosis, but also like your body's shutting down. Like your body.
We can agree on that.
Your body says we need to start protecting ourselves. It's going to go after like easy fat reserves, especially like behind the eyes. Like when you talk about like Ozempic face and like like that's been around forever. As far as like, for some reason, the fat behind your eyes, that's like the easiest thing for your body to say, we don't necessarily need this. That's going to be the easiest one. So that's where like that sunken gaunt look initially comes from. But everything else, it's able to pull out like much more slowly. So
funny story though on the gaunt look. Okay, so when I was in college, I body dysmorphia is what I think it would clinically be the term. Like I could never lose enough weight. I always wanted the 6-pack and shit like that. Don't have it. It's fine. Lost and I'm over it now. But when I was
clearly,
thank you. Yeah, 20 years ago that would have hurt.
Hey guys, it still hurts.
It still hurts. Oh, hold on. There you go. That's the right one. That's the right one. So I was living in, I was a sophomore in college, and I had this regimen of like working out like twice a day. Do the workout routine, but I'd only eat tuna packs, like tuna out of a can, and then mixed vegetables out of a can. All right, that was the only thing I ate. Ironically, it was around the time that Christian Bale made The Machinist, and I believe I saw it was. I think Brad Pitt said for Fight Club that he only ate boiled chicken and stuff for however long and everything. So I'm like, okay, cool, boiled chicken, tuna, and then a can of mixed vegetables. That's what I'll be eating for the duration. And I remember like putting mustard on the mixed vegetables just to like try to make it
some kind of flavor.
But eating food was just basically like, you do this because you have to, but you take in as little calories as humanly possible. And so I lived in an apartment complex. At the end of the block, my cousin lived at the.
You got a cousin?
Yeah, I got it's step cousin, but it's still like there. So,
just making sure.
Yes, I have 2 cousins, but anyway,
two whole cousins.
Can you believe? Small family. But my cousin was living at the end of the block, and we would run into each other every once in a while. And throughout the process of this diet, I looked fucking horrible. And I remember he saw me in the alley and he contacted my parents because he thought I was like on heavy, serious drugs. And everything. And I'm like, maybe I should revise what I'm doing here. Maybe, like there's a better way to do this.
Where are you taking your nutritional advice from?
Literally, how Christian Bale lost weight for The Machinist and how Brad Pitt got jacked for Fight Club. Those are the 2 things. And then it was early internet too, by the way. So it was.
Lord only knows what websites you were going into.
I wasn't going like through crazy websites. I was just like, no calories, cool, boom, easy. Like fresh vegetables would have been a better thing,
well, those are expensive.
Yeah, and again, I'm like, here, I'm living off like $2 fucking a day, motherfucker. Drinking nothing,
Oh, jeez.
I lost a ton of weight,
Even when I was at like 2% body fat, I never had a 6-pack abs. So like,
and that's the real problem. A lot of going about like teaching kids, hey, not everyone can have this.
Like literally, I was at 2% body fat. I'm doing like 100 crunches, V-ups, all kinds of ab workout a day, and I'm still not like. I got my top 4; those are in shape. That's happening, but
those are the ones.
But nothing else.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I don't know if this is gonna happen ever.
So I'm a lawyer and you're a doctor, but neither of us are personal trainers or nutritionists. Yeah, because I really do think that. I mean, the desire is gone to have it. That's fine. I think we've all agreed on the podcast. It's no folds. We don't want no folds. That's all I'm looking for. I don't want the thing to start to droop. Like we talked about being at Appleton for the axe throwing championships. The amount of people that I saw, nothing against the people, and it's very few, but a number of people where it's like the shirt doesn't cover the fold of the belly coming down.
Oh yeah.
The shirt, like, and it's not like they were reaching for something and the shirt came up. No. It's the shirt in resting phase doesn't cover the belly fat that overlaps.
That's a problem.
Don't want that at all.
No.
Don't want to get anywhere close to that edge. And I'll go back to eating tuna packs and mixed vegetables.
Don't.
I'll do it.
Well, as long as you got here's my thing. As long as you got a good multivitamin to pair it with, That's what I'm really worried about.
I think that, man.
And that goes back to like, this whole starvation, like 7 days without anything. It's like my body's got enough fat reserves.
Yeah.
As long as I've got water and a good nutritional supplement,
yeah.
My hair is not going to be falling out. Like
No. And I do think I'd have to look. I'm sure taking a multivitamin is perfectly fine. But
yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be.
But it is about, I think, the essence of it, and I do find it fascinating, and probably, like, I think if you went 3 days doing this, would it hurt? No, I don't think it would hurt at all. I think it'd be difficult.
18 hours would be. 18 hours is going to suck.
But it's not going to hurt you. Like, it's
going
even
to be.
if you've got half the benefits.
I'm not going to go into renal failure.
Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt. It's just like there's a number of vitamins
that
I
makes
take.
Kidney failure, kids, because I'm a doctor.
Like the amount of vitamins I take where I'm like, oh, it doesn't hurt, so who fucking cares? If it was a detrimental to me, it was affecting me, like, oh, but I keep taking it, that's a problem. But
that's a problem.
Activated charcoal is an example of something that I take where it's tying it back into gas masks. The activated charcoal is within gas masks, or used to be at least. And it pulls toxins. That's what it does. And so basically the theory is that if you ingest it, it can pull toxins as it's going through your system. And I've experienced it with tooth pain. When we were on the road, didn't have any fucking money. We were eating shit food. We were eating like crappy Wendy's and Little Caesars $5 ready hot and readies
all the time.
All the time. But
eat
again,
a fucking apple. Just go get an apple.
Go get an apple. Well, there's sugars. And a lot of times the grocery store is not open. When you get done at 2 a.m, Wendy's is open. You used to be, at least. Back in the day. But anyway, when you're living on it, I developed this tooth pain. And I'm like, oh my God, I need a root canal. Like, it's not a cavity. It's like all day, every day pain, like in the actual nerves, like in the gums. Yeah. And I remember we went up to my grandpa's house, my grandpa's cabin. And I'm like, I'm going to have to ask him for money to get a root canal, basically. And my wife was doing research, and we found this combination of activated charcoal, tea tree oil, cayenne pepper, and clove. And you mix that together with water, and you put it on a gauze, and you put it on your mouth. And the story was that a dentist... Well, that's how we found it. I'm telling you. The story was how a dentist's friend his wife had horrible tooth pain and couldn't get to the dentist until the following Monday, but it was like Friday night or whatever. And they were out fishing. And the dentist was like, all right, look, if you're just looking to get rid of the pain, and just try to help her sleep and everything with that, do this combination of things. And we're like, all right, cool. I'll give it a shot. Nathan, I cannot tell you the relief, the sweet instant relief of putting this on my tooth. And then it went away.
Okay.
All right. It went away. It did not come back. Every morning you kind of wake up and you're like, oh, it's not there. It's not there.
Just waiting for
oh, now it's there. Now it's there. I felt it leave. I felt it go. And I'm like, holy shit. That's amazing. All right.
And you haven't had that tooth pulled or anything yet?
Nothing. Not a single cavity on it. Nothing. I've been to the dentist since. Nothing. It's crazy. But anyway, activated charcoal. Another thing that I'm just saying, like, I take it. Who fucking cares? It can work or it doesn't work. It doesn't hurt me. Who gives a shit, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
My only experience with charcoal is when my college roommate tried to OD with Tylenol and sitting there drinking charcoal to block stuff in his stomach.
Activated charcoal? Or it was regular charcoal.
Well, no, it was like a cup of charcoal in the hospital. And his teeth were black because he's sitting there drinking charcoal mixture.
It's good, man.
To block stuff. So I'm just trying to block and stuff. I don't know. I'm
there's charcoal. There's charcoal toothpastes and everything.
They're
good for you. And again, if it works, it doesn't work. Doesn't hurt you. Who gives a shit? Anyway,
your tooth doesn't hurt, and you don't have brain rot from.
It's crazy.
A tooth infection, because that shit can happen.
Well, that's what the worry was. Exactly. No,
you've seen Castaway.
I've seen Castaway, and also it's funny because I won't explain it, but we do this thing called oil pulling as well. We do a thing called castor oil is a thing, but we do this thing called oil pulling. It's very effective. The dentists don't like it because it stops you from having to go to the dentist every 6 months and stuff like that. But I remember I went in. I had a toothache, not the same tooth, by the way. I went in and was like, all right, but
was it an incisor? Was it an incisor?
I'm not a dentist. I'm a doctor.
Oh, you're not a dentist?
No, I'm a lawyer, not a doctor. Not a dentist. You're not a dentist either, by the way.
I know what an incisor is, though.
Sure.
Was it a molar?
It was a molar, yes.
So you know what a molar is. We just don't know.
Well,
okay, all right. I'm just trying to...
I know what incisor talk is going to lead to, and I don't want to do it. I'll tell you that. That should be an indicator of that I do know.
Incisor talk?
I know what incisor talk leads to.
What does incisor talk lead
John
to?
Carpenter's Vampires.
Oh, it does? Oh, no. See.
Anyway, I went in and I told him that I do oil pulling, and I could see like the look of like, oh, okay.
Now, how much?
Now we're dealing with this.
Now, how much of that is dealing? I'm not calling you a wackadoodle, okay? I'm not calling you a wackadoodle.
That's fine. You can call me a wackadoodle if you want. I don't give a shit. That's not going to stop me.
Other wackadoodles doing oil pulling, like
it works. It's effective.
I know.
I'm not saying you have to do it,
but the kind of people that do oil pulling, being wackadoodles, and going that extra.
I'll use the word hippie.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Sure, I'm using hippie. I'm definitely inside the realm of accepting that hippie.
But it's already been
wackadoo.
established that I'm much more holistic than you are, as far as
sure.
I'm much more accepting to holistic stuff. Because again, I mean, it's known that every pharmaceutical drug is derived from something within nature. So theoretically, everything. Have I bought an apothecary book in the last month? Yeah, I have. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sure.
I like it.
I'm not saying that you're wrong at all. No.
This is the beautiful actual argument between because it can be an argument between the two of us. You can say I'm wrong until your dying breath. Yeah. That doesn't matter.
If it works for you,
if it's working for me, I really don't care.
Yeah. No. I'm not worried about you. I'm not worried about you. It's more like
my influence on people.
No. I'm worried. Yeah, and it's that it's once again going to that libertarian. It's a libertarian argument, which I fucking hate. As far as
you can shoehorn it in.
Well, capital D. No, I mean small D not small D Democrat, but liberal people saying I'm not worried about myself, I'm worrying about my moron neighbors. That's, and I fucking hate that. That's something I despise. As far as saying, I know I'm not going to shoot myself in the face with a gun, but I'm worried about my moron neighbors, and that's why we need to have more gun control. That's and it's and I fucking hate that because it's infantilizing.
What's your point to this though?
Well, I'm not. That's what I'm trying to stop myself. Basically, I'm talking myself out of.
Okay, that's why I was confused. I'm like, well, what's the point of?
No, I'm trying to not infantilize you or anybody who believes in this, but it's more I'm more.
Well, and again,
worried about the children. That sounds like that's also fucking infantilizing bullshit.
And again, there's. Well, you haven't tried it, so therefore, and I'm not advocating that you do try it,
right?
But the fact that I had the experience, look, if I put the shit on my tooth and it didn't do anything, I'd be like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
All right. But the fact that I had the experience, I had the experience. I did it. So, and again, it's I've given this to other people, and I'm like, here, you can do this if you want. People. If this is what you're if this is what you're doing, knock on wood, man. The holistic dental approaches that we've had, and a lot of it's food, a lot of it's nutrition. We don't eat highly processed food consistently, which was leading to the issues initially. All those are simple fixes that you can. They're not serums and potions and stuff that are made, which I think is what you're getting hung up on.
Yeah, well, because I honestly, and this is once again just me fucking just making giant fucking leaps, and I recognize that. I don't feel like it's that far off from.
Sure, it's a lot like Galena being a tourist trap. Yeah, it's under the umbrella, but does that mean that everything under the umbrella is bullshit?
No. And I don't feel like I've heard plenty of stories about shitty dentists. I've heard those. I've had a very good relationship with my dentist, so I guess in. Not so much the newer one. The older, it was a father and son. It was a father and son practice, and now the son's taken over. And the older one's oh, your wisdom teeth, they're not fucking hurting anything. Just fucking leave them in. It's if I need them later for a bridge or something, that's going to be a lot easier for me to do that rather than just yanking those teeth.
Routine of it.
Yeah.
Well, again, my brother-in-law is a dentist, and like again, when he was,
your brother-in-law's a dentist.
yep, he is a practicing
learning
dentist.
all these things. You've got cousins.
I've got cousins.
You got a brother-in-law who's a dentist.
These are all things I've told you before, by the way. But no, when he was going through dental school, I mean, we were, again, because my wife and I, because of how effective it was, again, we didn't have health insurance. We didn't have dental insurance for damn sure.
Yeah.
So it's all about taking care of it, and because it's a big worry and like figuring out all these things.
Sure.
There was a lot of really good resources that we found that, again, even if they don't work the way that they say they're going to work, they're not going to hurt. Like, it doesn't hurt, to ingest more bone broth.
You're not going to go into renal failure once again.
Correct. So, but when he was going through dental school and graduate school, we were always questioning him at like family events and everything like that. I'm like, and he was super open, and he's like, absolutely, like I've heard of it, I know him, I'm aware of it, absolutely. And he wasn't saying like, you guys are fucking insane.
Yeah.
It was like, I could see how that could work. And, like, or that's a good point. That's something that, we do, yada, yada, yada. Because a lot of people's, so like my wife's, my father-in-law, he's got a sweet tooth. All right. So he's had a sweet tooth. He had said that he had never gone to the dentist and not had a cavity.
Yeah.
Okay. Because so we got him to oil pull, swish with unrefined sesame oil for 3 months or something like that. Like, I forget the exact timeline that he did, but he did it for long enough that the next time he went to the dentist, he didn't have a cavity.
Yeah.
And he was like, it was the first time I haven't had a cavity. Now, did he stop doing it because it's a routine where you're swishing around oil in your mouth for 20 minutes?
Uncomfortable. 20 minutes?
Yeah.
20 minutes? That's a fucking...
It's a thing.
That's a commitment.
Yeah, it is. I do it in the shower. You do it in the shower. You take it a little bit in the shower. You just do it while you shower. When you're done, flush it down the toilet. You're fine. But again, like, using that one example is like, okay, well, you've had cavities every time you go to the dentist. You do this for X amount of time, and now you don't have cavities. Okay, well, that's something.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
But it's easier to eat a cheeseburger. It's easier to eat candy. It's nicer to eat candy.
It's anecdotal. I mean, it is, but like, not saying that I'm dismissing it. I'm curious. Like, is there something about
I don't care.
coating your teeth in oil where like
the logic behind it is that it pulls because your teeth are connected to your heart. That it pulls out the toxins through your teeth, and then the oil absorbs the toxins. That's the logic behind it.
Yeah. Don't take this the wrong way. That sounds wrong. But no, like
well, your teeth health is directly connected to your heart health. That's true.
Yeah, like the idea.
Do you want me to chat GPT this? I'll fucking do it right now.
No. Like,
no, because let's do it. No.
It's like more of like is it causing some kind of barrier, like putting an oil film, just like rust on a metal tool. You want to keep them well oiled, kind of a thing. I don't know.
All right, here I'm going to give you right of first refusal here, or you can.
No, yeah, sure.
Is your tooth health connected to your heart health? Would you like to clarify that statement, or how would you like to do it?
I understand.
No. I'm asking.
I think that there's certainly
don't try to backtrack.
A link between.
You said that sounds wrong.
Well, no, in more of like oils pulling toxins from the heart.
Well,
through your teeth.
We're gonna get there. Get there. This is ChatGPT. We're gonna get there.
There is a link. There is sure enough. There's a link between heart health and gum disease and mouth health, oral health.
Do you want to clarify that? Are you okay with is your tooth health connected to your heart health?
Sure, no, I feel like that's a fine enough statement, and ChatGPT is going to come back and say yes.
Okay. Well, the answer I was just giving you an example. Yes, your tooth health and gum health is connected to your heart health. Here's how: gum disease and heart disease, periodontitis, a serious gum infection, can increase the risk of heart disease. Bacteria from infected gums can enter the bloodstream and cause inflammation in the blood vessels. This inflammation can contribute to arteriosclerosis, hardening of the arteries, increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes.
Yeah.
Ooh. Part of the reason why I'm not a doctor, vocabulary. Holy shit.
Oh, you didn't...
I feel there has to be a whole English class on just...
Actually, it's Latin.
Well, there's a whole fucking class on how to fucking pronounce this shit. Endocarditis, all right, oral bacteria can enter the bloodstream, by the way, and infect the inner lining of the heart chambers or valves, especially in people with existing heart valve issues.
Okay.
Shared risk factors, poor oral health and heart disease share several risk factors. So, again, smoking, poor diet, that's what we were doing. Diabetes, which is also a result of poor diet, and chronic inflammation. Things you can do, blah, 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 but brush and floss your teeth, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
In short, healthy mouth equals lower risk of heart problems. And now we'll throw it here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And again, don't do it. Do it. I don't give a shit.
Right.
It works for me. I don't fucking care.
And like I was saying before, more of like out to in rather than in to out. What you said before, what I was trying to say is like pulling stuff out of the body through the teeth versus bad shit going into the heart through the teeth. That's what I was. That's what I was.
We're gonna call the fucking episode "Killing the Messenger." I'm telling you, this is what.
Okay.
This is what the thing on the website said that I'm relaying to you. I didn't fucking say.
No. Are you saying the website JetChat?
No. I'm telling you, like
the
explanation of the oil pulling is.
Sure.
That's what it was given. Whether it happens or not, I don't fucking care.
I'm not saying you're...
And when I go to the dentist, I don't have cavities. That's all I care about. That's all I care about.
When was the last time you went to the dentist?
Probably 10 years ago.
Okay. All right. I was curious.
How about you?
3 months ago? Something like that?
How many cavities did you have?
None.
No, that's good.
Yeah. Once I got past this thing where my bottom wisdom teeth came in an angle and caused a trough for shit to get stuck in and fucked up my back molars. Outside of that, it's been I'm in pretty good shape.
You're wrong.
Go on.
It's always fun. Well, how deep do you want me to get in this? I can explain to you, so oil pulling is an ancient Ayurvedic practice that involves swishing oil, usually coconut, sesame, or sunflower oil, in your mouth for 10 to 20 minutes. It's often claimed to remove toxins from the body. So right there.
Okay.
All right. But here's what it actually does, and what's more myth than fact. How about that?
That's the part I'm curious about.
How oil pulling works scientifically.
Okay.
This is scientifically. Binds to bacteria and plaque. Okay.
Okay.
The oils act like a cleanser, binding to fat-soluble toxins and bacteria in the mouth.
Okay.
When you swish it around, the oils pull these harmful elements from your teeth, gums, and tongue. Okay. That's scientific. Reduces inflammation. Well, I'm just telling you, this is. I feel this is under the umbrella of what I was fucking talking about.
You have to throw it in it's scientific.
Because there's the removing toxins myth and reality. Okay, there's another side to this, but this is the scientific stuff.
That's
the quote unquote right stuff.
That's the part we should care about.
Reduces inflammation. Can reduce gum inflammation and bleeding, likely due to lowering the bacterial load in your mouth.
Yeah,
maybe new show title: bacterial load.
Do we have to use the word load?
Yeah, that's what makes it funny. Bacterial load. Improves oral hygiene. Studies have shown oil pulling can reduce plaque, bad breath, and gingivitis comparable to using chlorhexidine mouthwash. I'm assuming the blue shit.
Well, yeah, Listerine and all that stuff. I mean, yeah.
Now, this is where I haven't read this, and I'm going to have the right to say fuck off. All right? I'll discredit everything it just said. Because of a big dentist. Because of big dental. Removing toxins, myth or reality. The idea that oil pulling detoxifies the whole body is not proven. Doesn't mean it's not proven. Okay? Both work. There's no scientific evidence, because of big dental, by the way, evidence that swishing oil can remove toxins from the bloodstream or organs. It is more accurate to say it improves oral health, which indirectly supports overall health, including heart and immune health.
Sure.
I feel that's pretty much the best case scenario.
No, right. Like, it's working, but not in the way you're thinking it is.
but it does.
Well, no, like
in my case, in my situation, it does.
Where it's clearing out.
This is where we don't talk about conspiracy theories. We're not talking about all this shit.
Yeah,
okay?
I think.
But what we're doing, we're tiptoeing around it.
Swishing around hydrogen peroxide.
That also works
in your mouth to like clear out bacteria and shit getting stuck in your.
Why
teeth.
are you bringing up hydrogen peroxide? That's different.
Well, no, because it's another thing that could kill or remove.
Yeah, and I do that as well. By the way.
Oh, do you know?
Mm-hmm. After you floss, if you floss and then you put hydrogen peroxide in,
because you're loosening up the gums and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. I mean, I can see it. I'm sure it's unpleasant. Is it unpleasant?
No, because I have healthy teeth. When you start,
I bet it's unpleasant.
Yeah, when you start, but once when your gums get healthy, like how much do you bleed when you? What do you floss?
Not regularly, no.
No,
I just
See, you got to floss. Yeah. That was a great South Side bit, by the way. That was a great one. But again, the amount of blood in your mouth when you floss, it's an indicator of blood health. Anyway, I want to tell you another hard turn here because again, we're getting a slippery slope of conspiracy theories. But I feel we have a solid middle ground on oil touching. I don't care if you want to do it. Yeah. I don't care if you think it's dumb. It works for me. I don't care.
That's
I started watching Seth Rogen's show, The Studio.
Oh, The Studio. How is it?
It's so good.
Is it good?
It's so good.
I kind of forgot about it. I probably should have started watching that instead of rewatching Game of Thrones.
No, because you'll get distracted. Because it's so good. Like, I don't want to overhype it, but it is just like they're very aware of what they're doing.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid Man.
Did you see anything of that?
No, I listened to the Red Letter Media guys talking about it a little bit. I'm like, no, this sounds right at my alley. It's perfect. It sounds good.
Yeah,
making fun of the studio system and everything that's wrong with it. I feel like is a bold move, even coming from even coming from fucking Apple.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's fucking great. Yep. Go ahead and just rip these assholes apart because clearly they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's.
So I've watched. I haven't watched all the episodes yet, but I've watched a couple of them twice because my wife fell asleep. Okay. She was tired.
Classic.
But I'm like, I'll rewatch this again. But how it's shot, a lot of one shots, like a lot of and again they do. Obviously, there's little tricks that are being played and shit like that.
Stuff passing in front of the camera and stuff.
A lot of really good, like long one takes of dialogue.
Yeah.
Really aware of what it's doing and what it's trying to do. I think there's a path. Like they know where they're going, and like the growth. Like my wife, the second episode, she has a problem with, and I agree with it. Like the Ben Stiller like Meet the Fokker style stuff, where it's like no matter what he does is the thing that puts his he steps in shit, and all of a sudden this is a problem and everything like that.
Yeah.
Second episode is a little bit like that, but that's only to set up like the intention and the care that the character has.
Okay.
For the overall thing,
and
it quickly moves on, and it shows growth basically. Like within the 4 episodes, I think there's 5 out. I think the 6th one comes out on Wednesday, but like so good, beautifully shot. Like it's just really I enjoyed it.
I feel like this is going to be like it should be, hopefully, God willing, like a 2-season, possibly 3.
Yeah.
Where they get in 8 episodes in a season and then out. Right. And just kind of in and out, not dwell on this, because I've got a feeling that as soon as it overstays its welcome or they go past what their initial plans are, it's going to fucking fall apart and become the worst fucking TV ever.
And I don't want to tread on water that we've already tread on before, but I think that this is kind of like a similar situation with Danny McBride and Righteous Gemstones. Like, they're aware of what they're doing. I would believe at this point they're aware of what they're doing, not only for this season but possibly the next. Okay. I would hope, just because you don't want to have to go back to drawing board.
Yeah.
From the initial runway of this, I think there's a 2-season thought process of where they want things to go.
Yeah.
But again, this is not. I've talked about it on the podcast before, where it's. Actors learning how to be filmmakers in real time, like Chris Pine's movie that he did, where
Pool Man.
Pool Man, yeah, exactly. Fine, but it's like you're kind of going through film school and learning how to do this stuff like in real time.
If you can do that with a $10 million movie or a $6 million movie or whatever.
And Jesse Eisenberg with Real Pain and everything like that. Like clearly this is what's happening. But Seth Rogen and I think Danny McBride as well, like they're in a situation where they're in the graduate program. But it's really well done. I think they have a plan. I think they know where they're going with it.
Yeah, like I said,
give it a shot.
This is something I feel like once they get past their initial thesis and their initial Bible of, like I said, 2 seasons, maybe they got a 3rd season in there. I've got a hard time believing that they've got 3 seasons arced out. This is something that needs to be arced out completely from beginning to end, but then also the mini arcs with inside season 2 and season 3 to be able to do a good job with it. Because as soon as you leave that framework, it's just going to fall apart. And it's just going to be a bullshit spoof.
Well, and again, precedent that's being set was the Offer, the little mini series they did about the Godfather.
I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that one.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that was on Paramount, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
It might have been.
Yeah,
anyway.
it was. Yeah, I think it was
Paramount or Apple, one of the two.
I think it was Paramount.
But again, that had the same feel. I'm like, okay, they know where they're going with this thing, and I really do think like.
But that was self-contained. But like for a
obviously because The Godfather was a movie that was.
They didn't go ahead and follow up with
this
Godfather
is a fictional
too.
world. Yeah. No, and they didn't. No, but it was done, and it was good. It was a really well done thing. So I am hopefully optimistic. It was enjoyable. The first episode's like 45 minutes. Everything else is like anywhere from 25 to 35. You know?
Being able to dance around as well. That's important. Tell the story that needs to be told. Don't try to inflate it or contain it. To
characters involved. I mean, Katherine Heine is in it. And Catherine O'Hara is in it as well.
Yeah.
Ike Barinholtz from Mad TV is there.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Might know him. He was on Celebrity Jeopardy as well. He's really good. You would know him if you saw him.
Okay.
But
don't show me a picture because I want this mystery to continue to live.
Yeah. But check it out.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think. And at the end of the day.
Yeah, this could be a podcast. Consult your doctor.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Be sure to listen to everything I said and disregard everything Nathan said because he's wrong. But it's fine. It's all right. If you want to do it, there's nothing wrong with oil pulling or watching the studio.
Yeah. For all of your basic oral facts, just continue to listen, but leave a review saying, I got my oral facts from this podcast.
It's a good show title.